That's what was happening. Let's see. See what happens. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruchuni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Zeitchem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yai Lai 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 Lai, Yai Lai 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 Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Please join me responsively. In every beginning there is darkness. The darkness of chaos seems eternal, yet form emerges. Light dawns and life is born.
In the beginning the Most High made heaven and earth.
In every beginning there is darkness, the darkness of ignorance which smothers human dignity, the darkness of fear which chokes the creative will, the darkness of tyranny which stifles freedom.
Most High said, "Let there be light."
The Sabbath candles celebrate the divine power that makes for life and light. I don't think I've done this here yet. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'adlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. May we be blessed with the light of dignity, creation, and freedom. May we be blessed with a life of joy, love, and peace.
Now I'd like to welcome the person next to us in the Shabbat Shalom, wave to someone else, or Shabbat Shalom.
Gotta get it looked at. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, litzur yishenu, nekadma fanav b'toda. Naria, naria, litzur yishenu, bizmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Shiru l'Adonai, shiru shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, shiru shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, basru miyom liyom Yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, basru miyom liyom Yeshuato. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai da 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 da, yai da 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 da, yai da 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 da, yai da 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 da. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho.
Shabbat Shalom. So nice to welcome all of you as we now welcome the Sabbath Queen with Lecha Dodi. And there may not be many, but those that are here are mighty. I have to say, it was very hard to get in the car this evening, wasn't it? It was. So good for you to be here. And those of you joining us at home, hope you're comfortable in your pajamas. We all wish we were in our pajamas too. We have to do pajama Shabbat, Cantor. I don't know.
Feels nice and warm and comfy
Sure
and
does.
lovely in here, though.
That's right.
Yum bitty bitty bye bye bye, yum bitty bitty bye bye. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Yum bitty bitty bye bye bye, yum bitty bitty bye bye. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diburecha Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet, l'shemo tiferet, v'litila. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, lecha dodi likrat kala. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Ki mekor haberacha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof maaseh hamachshava tchila. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, lecha dodi likrat kala. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki va'orech, kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, kivod Adonai, alayich nigla. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, lecha dodi likrat kala. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam besimcha, uvetzola, toch emunei, am segula. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, lecha dodi likrat kala. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, lecha dodi likrat kala. Yam beri beri bye bye bye, yam beri beri bye bye, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Thought has blown the marketplace away. There's a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night. Eternity utters a day. Please rise if you're able.
La
la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach she'arim, ובתבונה משנה עיתים ומחליף את הזמנים ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיר כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה כולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור ומעביר יום מביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochenu u'kumenu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla negei yomam v'layla ve'ahavatcha atasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael ohev amo Yisrael.
Let's take a deep breath in. Another deep cleansing breath in. Don't forget to exhale.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. So please be seated if you're able. I have here one of my favorite students, Malachi. And Malachi Sorensen just actually recovered from a bout of cancer the last couple years. So we are very, very happy. So Gomel to you. That's an idea that we are so proud of your healing, and I can't think of a better thing to do than for you to lead us in Ve'ahavta, my friend. We're so proud of you. You were a trooper doing all this. You could not even tell the guy was sick at any point in terms of how he looked and his attitude as well. Incredible person. Absolutely incredible person. and I adore you. All right, Behavta. Got it. 154. Perfect. Look at that. Wow. Meant to be.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. וחיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בם ושבתך בביתך ובלבתך בדרך ובשוקבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
You are an inspiration, my friend. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there's one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
You can all do better than that. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Your turn.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Ya ba ba bim bidi bam, ya ba ba bim bam, ya ba bim bidi bam, ya ba bim bam, ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bam, ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bam, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Norati lo dosefele, norati lo dosefele, ma'alechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze'eli anu ve'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Ya ba bim bidi bam, ya ba bim bam, ya ba bim bidi bam, ya ba bim bam, ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bam, ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bam. Ve'nemar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov ugealo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim May you shelter us with peace until the morning comes. May you lay us down with love, and may you raise us up. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz uvayom hashvi'i shavat vayinafash.
We continue now with our tefillah. I invite you, if you're able to please rise, either physically or in spirit.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu. Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'Konei Hakol, V'zocher chasdei avot ve'imahot, u'mevi ge'ula livnei v'neihem, le'man shemo be'ahava. Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות, ומיתו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Blessed is the Eternal One, the Holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh. Please be seated. God, help us to make this new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the work you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs, maybe, of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. Reach out toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. We join together. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, lached na'ed lehodot.
You're gonna do tuner too. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Tasim leolam, tasim leolam, tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael ve'et ha'olam b'shalom. Take a few moments now for those words that are still left on our minds and in our hearts as we pause for just a few moments of silent reflection. Yiyu leratzon imrefi v'egyon libi lefanecha. Yiyu leratzon imrefi v'egyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri v'goali. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri v'goali. Iyu leratzon imrefi v'egyon libi lefanecha. Iyu leratzon imrefi v'egyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri v'goali. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri v'goali.
We now focus our attention toward those who are in need of healing. That healing could be a physical one, a mental one, or a spiritual one. On this Shabbat, we think of Jasmine Anthony, Janet Agrovich, Sally Mendez, Hannah Bat Miriam, Bob Bell, Robert Berg, Barbara Berlant, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Sandy Beinstock, Carol Brindell, Barry Brown, Rich Burns, Melissa Champer, Chu Chi, Talia Sorowski, Deanna Courtwright, Carolyn Franklin, Holly Fugit, Marilyn Fuller, Marcia Geezer, Marina Gaffney, Charlene Griffin, Jack Haff, Olivia Hand, Linda Harris, Dr. Gary Height, Jennifer Johnson, Mimi Jones, Arlene German, Sylvia Karp, Evelyn Katz-McCosker, Shirley Lerner, Carol Lesage, Litia Leos, Bobby Lotman, Emmett Lowry, Austin Lucero, Janice Lucero, Gerald Maddox, Missy Marsh, Stephen Marceri, Rich McCarthy, Neil McElwee, Beverly Midor, Vivian Cooper Moore, Gunther Myberg, Lawrence Neal, Barbara Wanamaker Neiman, Brad Parkins, Gabrielle Pollock, Heidi Preston, Sherry Prezant, Stephanie Rasmussen, Linda Rogers, Julius Rodriguez, Eva Rose, Devon Ross, Patricia A. Rosie, Daryl Sanchez, Laura Sanders, Victoria Schneider, Joanne Shank, Nina Shapiro, Shirley Silverman, Jonathan Stern, Donna Thyman, Gina Thrower, Kara Thayer, Steve Umecki, Teresa Walsh, Jeannie Watson, Nancy Weisenfeld, Eleanor Williams, Sue Witten, Sherman Wong, Yaakov Ben Ada, Brandon Yarkin, and everyone suffering with coronavirus or any other sickness or virus. If you wish to add another name, to please raise your hand. Call out the name. Thank you. Thank you. We wish upon those we mentioned, those who remain unnamed, refuah shlema, a speedy and complete recovery, as we join together praying for their better health with Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Misha Berach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
Vayomer elav ma shamecha, Vayomer Yaakov. Vayomer lo Yaakov, ye'amer od shimcha, ki im Yisrael ki sarita, im Elohim ve'im anashim vatuchal. What did he just say? Said the other, what is your name? He replied, Jacob. Said he, your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Yisrael, for you have striven with beings divine and human and have prevailed. Genesis 32. As I've said my entire career, this is one of the most important moments in all of Torah, and one that helps us define what it means to be a Jew. You see, in this week, the patriarch Jacob receives a new name, Israel, in one of the most dramatic scenes in the entire Torah, a nighttime struggle with an unknown being, an Ish, that altered his identity and ours as a people and changed the course of Israelite history. No longer did Yaakov carry the identity of a deceiver or a heel. Remember, the root of Yaakov is ekev, meaning heel, because Jacob held the heel of his brother Esau at birth, a great midrash. But now Yisrael, after he struggled with beings divine and human and prevailed, what does the name literally mean? There are some interesting ideas about this. The biblical understanding of the word is taken from the verb yisra, sarita. Connected with the first part of Yisrael, this construction means to struggle or to wrestle, a very common translation. But there's some other ideas as well. The King James Bible, used by many Christians, translates it differently and derives the verb from the root shin resh resh, which means to be like a ruler or rule like a prince. And so is connected to the modern Hebrew word sar, the title for a minister in government. Others contend that the verb comes from the root yud shin resh, meaning straight or fair. Yisrael could have been named first as Yashar El, meaning the one whom God makes straight, or El, our God, is upright. The name is contrasted dramatically to Yaakov El, the one whom God makes to limp or whom God makes to cheat. The word Yisrael was the name of an ethnic group in the Levant at least 3,200 years ago. Based upon the first known mention of the name in the written record in ancient Egypt, it even appears as a hieroglyphic inscription. Dating from the late 13th century BCE, the inscription says, "Israel is laid waste, its seed is no more." In the Hebrew Bible, Israel is evidently a theophoric name, bearing the name of God, designed to invoke and display the protection of the god El. Changing the name was meant to convey a sense of pride for God, El, a pro-El story, if you will. Today, what do we think of when we hear the word Israel? Have you been to the land of Israel? Raise your hand if you've been to the land of Israel. Nice, good, good. You have to come with one of my trips if you haven't. If so, does the word summon deep feelings of endearment and warm memories of smells, tastes, salty air off the beach, walking on that Jerusalem stone? Boy, you feel that after a while. For some, the name Israel conjures images of biblical and religious sites. Others think of a war zone and conflict. And there are many who recall as kids in Hebrew school the photos of kibbutzim and the chalutzim, the great Zionist pioneers. More than half of North American Jews, though, have no personal experience with Israel. When you think of Israel, do you focus upon Israel's victories, triumphs, and successes? Are you disturbed by images of war and terrorism, victimization and delegitimization? Or are you consumed by images of the occupation, Israeli-Palestinian strife, and injustice? The name Israel continues to evoke a multiplicity of images for people. Imagine the following scenario. You may have experienced this. I know I have. You get comfortable on an airplane and settle in for a long ride, which for some of us hasn't happened in a few years. The person next to you strikes up a conversation. At first, you're hesitant to engage, but after a bit, you let down your guard and open up. "Oh, you're Jewish," your neighbor exclaims with excitement. "I've really wanted to meet a Jewish person, and I have so many questions for you." As it turns out, everything they know about being Jewish, they learned from watching Unorthodox and Shtisel on Netflix. You feel nervous thinking, really? How could this be happening to me? I just want to read my book. How is it that I'm the first Jew this person has ever met, and now I have to represent all Jews and explain all of Judaism to some stranger who doesn't know Mount Sinai from Mount Rushmore? You see, they begin, "I just watched this intriguing series about Jews on Netflix, and boy, do I have some questions." As you share that not all Jews live like Satmar Hasidim in Brooklyn or Litvaks in Jerusalem, you come around and explain that not all Jews think the same way about Israel as well. While this may be an extreme example, conversations like this happen all the time concerning Israel and especially Zionism. Viewed from afar, Israel is often seen in simplistic, even caricatured ways, whether good or bad. Its complex history, society, and politics reduced to talking points and slogans. We are the people of Israel who represent so many shades of Jewish experience down through the millennia to today. We are strugglers who wrestle. We are rulers who lead a sovereign state that bears the name given to Yaakov at the river Yabok in the middle of the night. I imagine that there will always be those who hear something different and who have different understandings of what Israel means. I suggest that successful Israel engagement means that we Jews as a people can be on the fence concerning the critical issues facing our people and the Jewish state. We can still hug each other and wrestle with our differences and be both troubled and committed to the Jewish people and the state of Israel. At the end of the day, I believe that being Yisrael means working to better, not batter Israel. I think we need to lean into the definition of Israel as one who struggles or wrestles with what God is and be open to theological conversations and discussions. Some of the best stuff of being Jewish, I think. Modern Israel was born out of a struggle. It faced staunch opposition by many who actively worked to prevent its coming into being as a sovereign nation. Now it is a thriving modern state, but still has much work to be done to make real its own aspirations and live up to its founding principles of freedom, justice, and peace. The big question is how we can take, I should say, Yisrael from being only God wrestlers and rulers to being also Yashar El, a people and nation that are upright, decent, and just, a place that we can be proud of. The historic meaning of Yisrael ought also to be its destiny. Shabbat Shalom. All right, ready for some announcements?
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Jeff Broody, and I'd like to welcome you to our Erev Shabbat service led by Rabbi Dana Magat and Cantor Leah Shafritz. After the service, we invite you to the Temple House to enjoy Kiddush and Hamotzi together, followed by Oneg. This Sunday at 10 a.m., you're welcome to join the Musa Torah study group on Zoom. On Tuesday at noon, join the rabbi for his weekly Zoom chat. Also Tuesday at 7:30, enjoy Israeli Dancing for All Levels by Louis Tucker. On Wednesday, Rabbi will hold his Lunch and Learn in a hybrid format, so you can come in person or join on Zoom. Our next Tat Shabbat is next Friday at 6 p.m., followed by dinner, sponsored by Sisterhood in the foyer or the sanctuary. Also next Friday, we proceed our Hanukkah celebrations with a rousing Hanukkah Rock Shabbat service in the Temple House at 7 p.m., preceded by a traditional appetizer reception at 6 p.m. in the BFR. For the first night of Hanukkah, we hope you join us for the 10th anniversary edition of Latkes and Laugh on Sunday, December 18th at 5 p.m. Tickets are still available online. For the fifth night of Hanukkah, celebrate with the entire Silicon Valley Jewish community on Main Street in Los Gatos for our community candle lighting 5 p.m. on the Los Gatos Civic Center lawn. For the sixth night, we invite you to Latkes and libations preceding our Shabbat services. Enjoy hot latkes with your favorite toppings, sip some wine, and enjoy welcoming Shabbat Hanukkah with your Temple Emanu-El community. Culminate the evening with fresh sifka after services. As we embark on the winter holiday season, let's not forget those in need. JFS Embrace a Family Drive is now in full swing through December 20th. Just click on the QR code on the poster in the foyer or the Temple House to see the selection of items being requested by those in need and purchase them right on the spot. On January 8th, the Nonfiction Book Club will be discussing Startup Nation, so you have plenty of December vacation to read this fascinating look at modern Israeli culture by Dan Seno and Saul Singer. Gift shop will be open during Oneg tonight. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
we continue with Aleinu. I invite you, if you're able to please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'tet gedula le'yotzer breshit, shehu noteh shamayim ve'yoser haaretz, u'moshav yekaro b'shamayim mimal, u'shchinatu zo begofhe meromim, hu Eloheinu ein od, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
It is our minhag, our custom here at Temple Emanu-El, if you choose to participate, to stand, and when you hear the name of your loved one on our yahrzeit list, and remain standing till all the names on our yahrzeit list have been recited, then together we'll all rise. On this Shabbat, we are especially mindful of those that are grieving the Shiva, the first week of mourning for Robert Tanaik, the beloved partner of our Sharon Borowski. We also think of those that are grieving the Shloshim, the 30-day period of mourning for Jacqueline Hall, Thomas Parkins, as well as those that are grieving the Shana, the first year mourning for James Atlas, Michael Barco, Henry Barsky, David Berg, Richard Berriesi, Esther Burton, Curtis Cage, Ed Kahn, Ruth Kahn, Eldon Cherness, Rhoda Edwards, Nessia Fistrom, Fritz Scottfeld, James Hayward, Gail Jacobs, Walter Jacobs, Laura Jacobson, Steve Koss, Sylvia Lazarus, Bobby Lebo, Bernie Levine, Miriam Mickey Present Looper, Rita Lornan, Emmanuel Marquis, Rochelle Marquis, Barry Miller, Harvey Offenhartz, Herman W. Poland, Gladys Popolo, Corinne Ravel-Retchen, Joe Russo, Arnold Schaffritz, William Shepard, Randall Shev, Norman Siegler, Dr. William Silen, Jerry Turchin, Leanne Wanamaker, Reuben Morgan, Rabbi Marty Weiner, Lucy Young. We also think of the following yahrzeits that we observe on this Shabbat as we think of Jerry Bendant, Murray Bernstein, Esther Bessner, Ed Kavanaugh, Bessie Chernin, Eli Delman, Herbert Ehrlich, Hyman M. Farber, Sheila Fetterman, Saul Feynman, Hilda Fishback, Frida Forrester, Elliot Foxman, Clara Gluckman, Max L. Gordon, Lena Gordon, Luis Greenberg, Julius Gross, Gisela Guin, Mitchell Jones, Elaine Kaufman, Joseph Land, Elliot Lerner, Haiti Bloom-Lewis, Min Lotman, Howard Lubarsky, Frederick Malter, Rose Marcus, Isidore Meyerson, Betty Myers, Minnie Nathan, Claire Lutwig Peterson, Jules Present, Jerry Richmond, Harold Rosenberg, Irene Silverman, Irving Sokolow, Samuel Summer, Alice Sternberg, Arlene Taylor, Nathan Taylor, Israel Weinberg, Joan Weinberg, Amanda Weingarten, Florence Winnig, Louise Morrison Winter, Virginia Worthington. Zichronam livracha, may all the memories of our loved ones endure as a blessing as we now rise to recite together our mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash me'rapa, ve'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich malchutei, ve'chayechon of yomechon uv'chay dechol be'Israel, ba'galav uzman kari v'imru amen. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל ותהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעולם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה משמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. Please be seated.
Conclude with a statement of our peoplehood, which I think no matter the struggles that we face, it's important to say, Am Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel live, we are still here.
Yeah.
And this particular setting by Noam Katz is inspired by his time that he spent with the Abba Yudaya Jews in Uganda. And the words are a little bit different than you'd expect because their native language, which I forget what it's called at the moment, but they end every syllable in a vowel sound. So they've done the same thing with Hebrew, which is pretty cool. Amen, Amen, Amen Yisrael Chai, Amen, Amen, Amen Yisrael Chai, Amen, Amen, Amen Yisrael Chai, Amen, Amen, Amen Yisrael Chai. Oh, De'avinu Chai. Oh, De'avinu Chai. Oh, De'avinu Chai. Oh, De'avinu Chai. Amen, Amen, Amen Yisrael 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 Chai. Oh, De'avinu Chai. Oh, De'avinu Chai. Oh, De'avinu Chai. Oh, De'avinu Chai. Amen, Amen, Amen Yisrael 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 Chai.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We'll see you in the Temple House.